Hey guys, it's me, Bridget, and I am back with another video. I am currently chilling on my bed, munching on some chopped pecans because I'm really fucking hungry, and this is my first time being home in like 2 or 3 days. I don't know. Also, eating some extra large Hershey bars that I got at a job I went to today, because I got 2 for free. It's been a great day. Y'all, I'm really into like being positive all the time. Not all the time. I believe there's a time and place for everything, and like you have to acknowledge your feelings, and sometimes feelings are negative, but for the most part, I try to stay pretty fucking positive. So today, I wanted to talk about a topic that I think has a lot to do with how I am able to stay positive even when people piss me off. How I'm able to just stay in a good mood and like just be how I am, I guess. I don't know. How other people make you feel is in direct relevance to how you feel about yourself and what you feel about your own life. And the actions that you take in life are directly correlated to how you feel about yourself, and they're completely and solely your responsibility, as well as other people. I think that other people's actions are their responsibility and my actions are my responsibility, and the only thing I have power of is what I do. I don't have any power over what anybody else does. I think that it's very important to recognize that, first of all things in life happen for your good. Whether it feels bad in the moment or good in the moment, in the end, it's happening for your good. And it's important to recognize that. And it's also important to recognize that all things in life are out of your control. You only have control over what you do, what your actions are. You don't have any control over what anybody else does. Anything anybody else does is, in the long run, going to turn out for your good. Also, you don't have control over what anyone else does, so if it's not necessarily something like to your plan, life isn't based on your plan anyways. There are millions and millions and millions and millions of reasons why people do the things that they do. Sometimes it's based on their own egos, sometimes it's based on authority complexes, sometimes it's based on fear, sometimes it's based on insecurity. Literally millions of reasons why people do the things that they do. In any given situation, you have to recognize that everyone else that you interact with in a day-to-day basis are living lives equally as complex and complicated as your own. So the reasons behind what they do in life are equally as complex and complicated as your own reasons. And it's much more productive to not try to figure out and name and understand reasons why other people do things, rather to stick by your own values and figure out ways to turn negative situations into positives for your own situation, and stay true to your own values of how you believe human interaction should be for your own life. Not every single person in life is going to like you. They're not going to all be friendly to you. They're not going to all be nice to you. They're not even all going to respect you. And you can't really expect other people to, because if you're really honest with yourself, you haven't been friendly to, you haven't been nice to, you haven't respected every single person in your life. And there's millions of reasons for that, but in our own minds, none of us are actually bad guys. So trust me when I say, if you look back at situations where you did things wrong, you weren't doing it because you were just like some malicious, terrible person. There's a million reasons why you did the things that you did wrong, just like when someone does something wrong to you, there's a million reasons why they did it as well. The golden rule that we all know, that we've all known since kindergarten, is to treat people how you want to be treated. And there's no addition to the end of that rule that says you treat people how you want to be treated until they treat you differently, which a lot of people as they grow older like to add on. Basically, I've been going back and forth in my head with the idea that like because oftentimes other people may treat me in a certain way that I don't really respect or whatever, then maybe it's fake of me to continue to be friendly to that person, to continue to like respect that person, even though I also openly dislike that person. And if they were to ask me about their actions, I would let them know that I don't like them if I could. And I've been going back and forth about this, like how I feel about this, because basically I feel like in life there are certain times where it's okay to be fake, like, and it's honestly better for you to be fake. Just, there are, like, in certain situations where you're buying something from someone, you want something from someone, where you're working with someone of an authority figure, like anything like that, it's okay to be a little bit fake and not have to let them know everything that's wrong with them. Like, you don't always have to be vocal and honest about how people are making you feel. Sometimes it's better and safer and just like a better solution for you to just keep it to yourself and work on how it makes you feel on the inside. Personally, I believe in giving respect. So I believe in giving respect in every single circumstance. If someone disrespects me, I still believe in giving them respect. Not to say I'm perfect on that, because many times I definitely don't do that, but I do believe in that. And in the long run, if I don't give someone respect, if I am disrespectful to someone else in a situation, I feel that it is still my responsibility to apologize and change that, regardless of whether or not they decide to apologize and change their side of the situation, because I have values of how I want to be as a human being that don't rely on you to be how I think human beings should be. Like, I'm not your mom, I'm not your dad, like, I didn't raise you, so however you think your values of human beings should be is up to you, but I think my values are the way that I am, so I'm going to continue to be that way regardless of how you decide to act, if that makes sense. I feel like I'm low-key talking in circles, so I'm just kind of gonna like tell you guys the circumstances that brought this up in my head. Basically, today I worked a job, and the job that I work is very like freelance, and it's not guaranteed to you anytime that you go. There's very strict wardrobe restrictions on the job, and there's not a lot of communication between the employer and the employees about like what specifics are within the job. You kind of just have to know, and then sometimes you don't know, and sometimes you get completely turned away from doing a job that you were expecting to make money from, and it really sucks. Today, me and a friend of mine came to do a job together, and we both thought we were dressed fine, we both thought we were ready for the job, but she ended up getting in trouble for like a part of her wardrobe, and she couldn't get into like the job that we were gonna do, which sucked. Yes, it 100% sucked. And the person who, like the worker who didn't let her in, like before, he had let me know that like he was somewhat insulted by the way that they interacted with each other, which honestly, that was like a completely other day, and it was really not that big of a deal between either of them. The conversation where he let me know that it was like not cool how she acted was really like a conversation about something completely different, and it wasn't like he was saying he had a problem with her. He was just kind of saying that like people in general do this certain thing, and he noticed that that was something my friend did, and he used it as an example. So upon him telling her that she was wearing the wrong outfit, she kind of took it personally and assumed that like he didn't like her, and that there was some reason why he didn't want her specifically to do the job today. Because she didn't get in, she ended up basically like, I guess, I don't know, because I wasn't even there, this is all hearsay, but she ended up getting upset about it, and she was talking to other workers at the job, letting them know that she had a problem with this one guy, and basically like kind of spilling tea on the issue, and basically like she, not even spilling tea because that implies that it was truthful, but she kind of was like, she was kind of just talking shit, to be honest. I don't know how else to describe that, and I'm just gonna be honest about what it was. She was kind of just talking shit, and she said things that like could have put his job in danger, could have put my job in danger, like a lot of stuff that just honestly she just shouldn't have freaking said. And what bothered me about the situation is I'm like, I feel like in certain circumstances, like, maybe this is fake of me, like, keeping my feelings under lock and, like, not being, like, real person, but, like, certain times, like, just shut up. Your feelings don't need to be vocalized, especially when it could be at the expense of other people or yourself. Like, even if you're mad in a certain circumstance, like, if you're in a position where it could hurt someone else, just shut up. Because at the end of the day, regardless of if you ever work this job again, regardless of if you ever see these people again, like, you should stick by your own values of continuing to not be like good values. I don't know, you know, everyone has different values, but like, not gossiping, not being disrespectful to someone, like, not just like shit talking. If you have something to say about what somebody else is doing, if you don't want to say it to them, then shut up about it. Like, say it to them or say nothing at all. You don't need to be gossiping to other people. That's not a good thing to do. I just feel like that's a really big lesson for everyone, because this happens really, really often, especially when we're younger, that like other people do things to us and we like to blame everyone else. Like, we have to realize that, like, at the end of the day, the only human being that we have control over is ourselves. And even if everything in the whole world is stacked against us, you make yourself a victim by staying in that state of mind, feeling like everything is stacked against you. Rather than doing that, find a positive route. There's always some way to turn every situation into a positive instead of a negative. In my head, I'm like, she could have been out there making friends with the dude. Yeah, you turned me away just now, but we're gonna become friends, so you won't ever turn me away again. That could have made it a way more positive situation than talking shit about him and then having him be upset and bothered by it, and then having to see him the next time you want to work a job, and me having to see him like 5 minutes after I finish my job, and him like, what the fuck, like, did you say this shit? And I'm like, no. Like, yeah, you should always look for a way to be positive in a situation, even if you're mad or whatever. Like, try your best to keep your class. Not to say like she's not a classy person, she's obviously a classy person, that's why I'm friends with her. So it's like, just keep that intact and be able to talk to a person and make a situation better. Or if you literally can't figure out any way to make a situation better in that moment, walk away from it. Like, just walk away. Just shut your mouth and walk away. I feel like that is the constant, because you're not anyone's parent. You can't change anyone and how they think and what they're gonna do. So for me, like, even with my family or friends or anything, when I feel like somebody literally just like their values don't match up with mine, or they're not sticking to their values in the moment, it's not up to me to teach them to do that. So I just leave the situation, because I'm not gonna like lower my standards of values, who I am, who I present myself to be, and match with them. I'm gonna leave the situation and continue to be myself and hold on to my values, and they can continue to be themselves and hold on to their values. It's not up to me to change anyone. It's not up to me to get anyone in trouble. It's not up to me to make anyone's life different. I don't ever want to set myself out there for negativity. I never want to look for revenge. I never want to be the one to reprimand someone. If someone needs to be taken out of a position that they're in, trust me, it will happen without me or you doing anything about it. Like, someone who is their supervisor will see them acting a certain way, and that will happen. That's how it works. Like, it's not up to you as a human being to cause negativity on someone else's life, regardless of what they cause to yours. I don't know, I guess this turned into kind of a rant. I didn't want it to be a rant. I actually like wrote stuff down so it could be like more of a deep like talking video, but like, I guess I'm still like kind of bothered by the situation. Personally, on my end, I'm trying to take my own advice and realize that, like, okay, so a situation happened that was completely out of my control. So the only positive that I could see to come out of it is to, one, teach you guys a lesson, to talk about the situation and bring it to the open. I'm gonna talk about it with my friend. I already had to talk about it with the person, the person who employs me basically, which is awkward in and of itself because it's like I'm not in a position to tell him in any way that he did anything wrong, so I'm not gonna do that. But I'm also not in a position to apologize for my friend because it wasn't something that I did, so I kind of just was in a rock and a hard place there. Like, there was nothing really I could say. And personally, I'm like, at first I was like pretty upset about the situation, but I'm just like, in some way it's gonna turn out for the better. I just hope that it can be a lesson learned on both sides. Yeah, and like for me, just going forward, just, I don't know, I just think it's always good. You just have to constantly, like, I don't know what I could learn from the situation. I'm just gonna constantly keep a positive mindset because like, I don't know, like, it's like something good has to come out of it. It can't just turn out bad, right? So yeah, now I'm kind of rambling. Yeah, that was just a quick video. I wanted to rant about that subject. If you enjoyed the video, leave me a comment down below if you kind of like agree with me, if you feel like there's certain times where you should be fake in situations and not talk about exactly what bothered you, or if you aren't gonna be fake in the situation, like, you can talk about what bothered you, but talk about it to the person who actually did something to you, not to other people, you know? So there's that. Yeah, I hope you guys like this. Like it if you liked it, like it if you didn't like it. Subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when I come out with new videos. I love you guys so much. I will see you next time. Peace. So you just finished watching a video by Bridget Walker. That's me. I hope you liked that video and hit the thumbs up button because you liked it. Also, I hope you subscribe to my channel, which is right there. Or keep hanging out with me and watch my other videos right here. Or you could follow me on social media and hang out with me there, down here. Alright, see you guys next time. Bye!